So you can see here that there's not a whole lot of bleeding. There's some bleeding here for the ink that had more water. But if you look at my 2024, and it's a similar thing, it's also a diamine increment color. Where are you? Here. Like, look at that in comparison. Like, totally different. Definitely not as much bleeding, which is great. So that's good to know. And then there's some bleeding a little bit. You know what? It's very minimal bleeding from the ink, which is also really, really good. There's, of course, ghosting, which is to be expected, but none of the fountain pens bled. None of them at all. And um, yeah, that's really good. None of the, none of the Dombos did either, which is to be expected. And I do think that the pens write true to their width, which is really exciting. You can kind of see there with the Pro Gear Slim how it I think it's good. Again, if we want to compare it to 2026, I'm sorry, 2024, 5. Oh my God, what year are we even on? Like that is, I believe, the medium, the MF, which is definitely much thicker. And this is the fine. So you can also see they're much thicker, right? So I'm very happy about that. There was absolutely no bleeding either from the watercolors, which is also very exciting. So also, what do you think? I wasn't sure if I would like it because I absolutely love the calligraphy, the writing on the cover, but I actually think it looks stunning with this cover. 100%. Just wanted to thank Jackalope Journals, Lauren. Lauren, when she went to buy this at Yoseka, she found that there was 2 left, and she mentioned it on the Discord, and so I was able to snatch this up. And so I've been waiting to use it this year. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to because again, I wasn't sure how it was going to look, but I actually absolutely love it. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. And so, what do you guys think? Oh, she's so pretty. I'm so excited. For now, I think I'm gonna have it live inside of the Tragan cover that I have at the moment, but I do want to see if I can get my hands on a Moterm, I think. There is some changes going about with this week's, which I will talk about in a separate section, maybe later. This was special and impromptu, but I think anyone who's been here a while won't be too surprised. Maybe. Yep. Your girl got it. I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to get it. I was not a fan of this like super intense red. Oh my. Oh my. Look at him. But yeah, I was called and here I am. And here we are with 2 Hobonichi weeks now. And this one will definitely be my media journal for next year. Goodness me. They call him Straw Hat Luffy. He's so precious. Oh, he's so precious. Hey team, so first of all, excuse my hands. I just finished a marbling session. I am trying out a new camera and a new mic combination. So let me know what you guys think, if it looks good. I have these marbled papers in my hands because um, I'm marbling now. That's one of the things that I'm doing. I've talked about it a little bit on the Patreon, but a lot of these first marbling papers that I did, this is the first one I've ever done. A lot of these I made thinking about the end papers for these two Hobonichis, right? And so I'm thinking that this is going to be the end paper for the Luffy one. So I will, glue them in here. And then I was between this one and this one for the Yuichi Inoe one because of the macaroni yellow, and then also because of the green pencil board. I think this one's a little bit too harsh, so I do think I'm going to end up going with this one. I did also potentially these are a few of the other ones I created, just in case you want to see them. I did also think about this one. I think it could work as well, and it's much more subtle because of the white background, so that's also an option. This one is chaotic as heck. This one was one that I tried as well, but I was thinking about the cover for, as you can see, the cover on cover, but I also think it's a little bit too busy and dark. I'm not too fond of it. I do like this one, and I think this one. So of this first set, I'm between these two. But I also just finished, as you can see from the state of my hands, doing another session of marbling. And so I'm going to see if there's any of those papers that I think would work better before I do that. Another thing that has me a little bit nervous, I did already scan this one, right? All of these are going to be Patreon printables, by the way, for the month of December. So if you're interested in any of these designs, do check out the Patreon. It's always linked in the description. And yeah, all of these will be available there. So you guys can use them as deco. You can cut them later for washi tapes, cut them into stickers, whatever you want. But I kind of don't want to cut them. Like I'm feeling a little bit precious about them, which is ridiculous because first of all, they are full of mistakes. Like there's a lot of bleeding, and these are my first set, right? So I'm not expecting them to be perfect, but they are my first set. And so, yeah, I'm being a little bit precious with them, which I don't really love. I don't like being super precious with material, I guess, but this is also not just material. This is also something that I did myself. And what am I going to do? Just store it and do nothing with it? No, I'd rather use it. If I use it, then I'm going to be looking at it every single week, multiple times a day. So I just have to get over it and glue this in. I will, though, first, I haven't showed these to my mom. So I'm going to show them to my mom, and then after I'll cut them. But that's kind of like where I'm at in the setup process for this. Another thing that I've been thinking about, one of the things I wanted to do in this setup video was sort of set up every single month and maybe set up some of the collection pages. But I think I'm actually not going to do that. I think I'm going to set up the end papers. That's one of the things I definitely want to do because I don't want to stick any stickers on here until I get the end papers on. And I think actually I'm going to set up the monthlies every single month instead of setting them up ahead of time. So I think in this video, I'll definitely set up December because we're almost at December. And I believe by the time that this goes live, it'll already be December. So there's that. But yeah, I don't think actually that I'm gonna set up all the months. I will also very likely set up the cover page for the memo pages, like the notes pages. I'll probably decorate this section as well. So that is something that I'll probably end up doing too in this video. But that's kind of like what I've got going on. That's my idea for both of them. So yeah, I don't want to stick any, like for example, I have this Mina sticker from her when she used to send printable like stickers. I know I want to put that in here, but I haven't stuck that in because I don't want to do that until I get the end papers in. So, yeah. I did already show you guys the pen test there. Did I do a pen test here? I can't remember if I've done a pen test in the Luffy one. I don't think I have, actually. I haven't, so I have to do the pen test. So I'll probably do that as well, and then show you guys. Hopefully, it behaves as well as the Yuichi Inoe one. So, oh, don't you guys love them? They're so cute. I'm so happy. I'm so excited for these two. I hope that I can keep up with. I know for sure I'll keep up with the media journal, but I really hope I can keep up with this one because I think that by the end of the year, if I do what it is that I'm expecting, it's going to be such a beautiful little journal. And honestly, I just love holding it in my hands. So yeah, that's my little check-in for the week setup. I'll catch you in the next one. Hi. So, as you might have seen from that little mini clip, I started adding the end papers for both of the journals. And what ended up happening was that I had a bit of a hiccup and it caught me a little bit off guard. And so I decided to stop recording and kind of just figure out how I can get it to work. Not being on a camera, I don't know if any of you guys experience this, particularly those of you who do share your journals on the internet, but sometimes if I'm on camera, I kind of like glitch out. And so I've realized that sometimes I just kind of need to turn the camera off and try to problem solve that way. And I did, and I really love how they came out. So I'm really excited because I am planning on having this video go out on the 1st. So today is December 1st as this is premiering, which means that it is the first day of Hobonichi, of the new Hobonichi weeks for those of you who will be using them in 2020. I'm sorry, in December. And so I am going to be using these two in December to start with. In regards to the Hobonichi weeks from like for my media log, I will be double dipping. So I will be finishing up the December pages in here as well as doing the December pages in here because I'm thinking of doing them in two different ways. I'm going to kind of finish the way that I was media logging in here for the rest of the year. And then I'm starting off with a new way of doing that in this one. So I'm going to be using both of these simultaneously, which is not a problem really because I'm not necessarily in these every single day. But I kind of just wanted to show you what these ended up looking like. They are not 100% set up, but I also never really thought that I would 100% set them up because for me, the journal, like I want to be using it as I continue to set it up. There was just certain things that I needed to do to make the journal feel like it was a little bit more lived in and a little bit more mine to be able to get a really seamless kind of like transfer between journals. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about what these particular journals are going to be used for in the Techo Kaigi video, but I did want to just briefly show you guys what they ended up looking like. So as you can see here, they both have their end papers and I'm really, really excited because they look so good. I do kind of need to do the same thing I did with the other one though. Hold on one second. So I kind of just like ran my nail through here and broke the seam because it was a little bit stiff. So I just kind of did that and then it works. So I was able to get these end papers in. This one was from a second batch of marbling. If you are interested in these marbling papers and kind of like my journey with them, I will eventually talk about it on YouTube, but for now it's just primarily a Patreon thing because I'm still in the experimental stages. But these will, all of my marbling papers or most of them will end up being printables at some point. So do check that out. But for this one, which is basically going to be like a slice of life journal, I put these end papers in here, and then I decided in the back that I would only do one of the sides and leave this Hobonichi section done. And then I went ahead and added the pocket that comes with the Hobonichi here horizontally. That's a little pro tip that I have for you. Don't put, if you're going to use a clear cover, don't put your pocket on this side because if you use the clear cover, it'll basically be rendered useless. So usually I will either put them in this page or on this page. You can kind of see that here. Oh, actually, I don't think I even ended up putting one. Yeah, I didn't actually end up sticking this one in. So there's that. But I do usually, if I had my 2023 one, you'll see that I put it in this one here. And I do have a habit of, adding these end papers. These end papers are also, this was actually on clear sticker paper that I printed one of my printables. Yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. But we're talking about 2026 right now. So that's what that looks like for the end papers. And then I did decorate this one as well. This incoming pages here. So I did have a little bit of issue with this page specifically because I don't know what I did, but it wrinkled really badly. And so I was kind of struggling with it, but ultimately I was able to collage a few of my watercolor ink printable blob situations. I have another bit of the end paper that I just went ahead and put here. And then a couple of different stickers, including one of Mina's from Mina Pomelo's stickers as well. You can kind of see that. I really like how that came out. And then I just tipped in a little paper from a memo pad that I recently purchased. So I recently purchased some stationery goodies and I recorded the unboxing, but apparently lost the footage. So I don't know where it is. But this is one of the memo pages that I got. It's from Sayuri Fujimaki. And it just has these beautiful, this is the first one, which I just fell in love with. It's the one on the cover. And then it just has a few different, just rotating ones. And then I got this one as well from Mariko Fukuoka and Chihiro Sonoda, rather. And these are just kitties. I'm really excited to use these and to also send them out in my pen pal letters that I'm very behind on, but hopefully I'll get a chance to work on them in December. So I just went ahead and added that in there. And then yesterday I had like this really big session, kind of thinking about the Techo Kaigi. I haven't added anything here aside from the tabs on this one. And then, of course, the pen test. But yeah, I had like a really big session where I was just kind of thinking about, what each journal is kind of looking like in my system. This got stuck in here. There we go. And I do have actually a pretty good idea now of what next year is going to look like, which is really exciting because I've kind of been wavering a little bit and struggling. But you can see here a little preview of the notes that I took. I have kind of like little notes on all of my journals so that I'm ready for the Techo Kaigi video that's going to come out, which, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned it already, but the Techo Kaigi is going to come out once all the journals are pretty much set up. So that'll be either towards the end of December I think it'll be either the end of December or like the first day of January. I haven't 100% decided yet. But yeah, that's going to be kind of like my slice of life journal, and I'm really, really excited about it. I think that even though originally I got this to be my media journal because of the fact that it had the Be Not Defeated by the Rain and the green pencil board, which really is reminiscent or reminds me heavily about My Hero Academia, because Izuku's name, Midoriya, is based off of this poem. I think that it works really well for the purpose I'm going to use this journal for, because in life we should not be defeated by the rain. And so I'm really excited to kind of have this in my lineup. And then for the weeks, which is going to be my media journal, these are the end papers that I ended up gluing in. And then I ended up doing a more collage kind of scenario here in the back. Also put in the little pocket here and have the dedicated little tag. And here's my Hobonichi Weeks Luffy, like what I'm going to use this one for, how I'm going to use it. This one has a little bit more and also less setup. So I ended up just gluing a couple of those little collage pieces of the same end paper in here. And then I did also do that for the notes pages. So I ended up gluing one in there. And I don't know if I mentioned this already, but the tabs that I'm using are from Midori. So I ended up, because this is so red and colorful, I didn't really want to have a bunch of color on the tabs. And I had these Midori ones from the Codex, I believe. And these are either from the Codex. No, these are not from the Codex. These are from the 1 day per page. And because they're cream, I felt like they worked really well without adding a bunch of additional color. I mean, this is going to be a very colorful journal in and of itself, if you know anything about me, but I wanted the tabs to be a little bit more muted. And then I did do a pen test page over here in the back. I tested out 2 inks, the stamps, and different pens, and can showcase that there's no bleeding of the pens, which is really exciting. No bleeding really of the inks, also very exciting. A little bit of bleeding from the stamps, but that's to be expected. And I do think that the pens are pretty true to thickness. So as you can see there, I think that they're pretty good. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, that's going to be my media log. And so that's pretty much the setup that I'm kind of doing for these 2 notebooks, just to start with. And, you know, starting tomorrow, which is when this is going to go live, I will begin using them and living in them and using them into the new year. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this little setup video, taking you through how I ended up setting up these journals. I did end up doing just a few stickers here in the back. I can kind of, if I would have to look up the stickers. If there's any particular stickers that you want to know who they're from, just let me know. I know for a fact that these are Flesh PNG. Like this one and this one are Flesh PNG. This one is Love Soup. This is Wonko. Wonko, Flesh PNG, Wonko. But there's a few other ones that I'm not 100% sure of. So if you're interested in any of the stickers, let me know and I will look it up and then comment and reply. I did end up not sticking any stickers as of yet on the cover for this one, just because I really like how it looks. Kind of just a plain calligraphy with the pattern on the cover. And so, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, do let me know. And as a little bit of a bonus, I'm going to be... so that's basically it for the Hobonichi Weeks unboxing setup scenario. However, if you want to spend a little bit more time with me, I recently got sent a little box by Chrissy. Chrissy was the winner of my giveaway, and she kindly sent me a little package just earlier today. I received it yesterday, and I wanted to unbox it with you guys so that you know, you could see what it is together, and so that Chrissy could see my reaction. And so this is the box that she sent me. And I figured if you guys want to keep on watching, then you can go ahead and do so. But if you are not interested so much in the unboxing, then thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next video, which I believe will probably be, I'm going to be posting videos for Inkvent. So happy Inkvent for those of you who are doing Inkvent. I haven't 100% decided how I'm going to do Inkvent yet at the point of me recording this, but you will have seen, or the video will have come out that kind of talks about that. So, look at these snacks. Maui Panamax premium chocolate. Oh, chocolate with macadamia. Okay, so we got some snack action going on. Oh, I love me macadamias. Oh, macadamia nuts are my faves. Okay, so we got these little bit of candies. Oh, I'm so excited. And then, oh, okay, okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We got action. I had put in here just one of my regular pencil boards because I didn't really have one that matched, but this is a one piece. Oh, okay. There you go. We got a new, oh, that's awesome. I love it so much. Thank you. There's so many notebooks in here. Oh, these are a field notes set. Oh, wow. Let me read this note. Okay, and then this is a journal, The Weekly Diary by Sweet Freckle Designs. Oh, it's just a blank oh, wow. That's beautiful. Beautiful paper. Is this the size of a week's? Okay, this is the size of a week's, which is really exciting. Okay, cool. Wow, Chrissy, this is amazing. Oh, more macadamia nuts. Oh, this is dark chocolate. Oh, I'm excited about that. Ooh, you know what? I had been wanting to get a pack of these. So, okay. Wow. I'm just like getting so, thank you so, so much. Okay. Let me see what this is. This is beautiful. Okay. So this is a postcard of a volcano, Kilauea. And then there's just some information that Chrissy gave me in the back on it. Wow. That's definitely going in my journal. This is a postcard of Hawaii, which is where Chrissy's from. And then a little... This is so cute. Oh, Chrissy, thank you so much. You really didn't need to send me this. It's so precious. Okay, I do not want to cut the aloha. Aha. Okay, I was able to. There we go. That's so cute. I am so grateful for you, Chrissy, honestly. For you. And then we got some more stickers. Oh my goodness. Okay, I do not want to break. I don't want to hurt that. So let me see how I can. This is all going into the journals, of course. There we go. Oh, look at all the Studio Ghibli characters. Oh, that's going in the media journal for sure. Oh, that's so cute. I love people stickers. I love them so much. Oh, look at that cat. Doing my best. Ain't that right? Try something new. Oh, these are so cute. Oh, I love. Ooh, yay! I love. I really love these tabs. I love them. I think they're my favorite tabs. As of right now. Ooh, a couple of pockets from the weeks, and then a few of the. Oh, these are nice. Oh, look at all these dot stickers. Thank you so much, Chrissy. I am so grateful for you. And you really didn't need to send me this, but I'm so grateful. I have a bunch of new journals to play with. These field notes are beautiful. I'm not writing it down to remember it later. I'm writing it down to remember it now. And if that's not the reason we do our journalings, then I don't know what is. Well, now we've reached the official end of the video. Thank you so much if you stuck around. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.